It's January 12th, 2021, and I've got a great vlog for you. Today we're talking about sound, and I'm going to give you 6 tips to improve the quality of the sound in your videos. I've got another really busy day today. Right now I'm just doing some editing for this handsome man right here. And I've got another intern to onboard today too. All very exciting things. I've got my beautiful webcam here so that I look nice on Zoom. Let's get on this call. Okay, now that that's out of the way, it's time to get into my tips to improving your sound. My first tip is to record in a small and quiet room, and in my house, that is this office. It's a pretty isolated space, and the bookcase helps prevent echo. If you're shooting in a really big empty space, you're gonna get a lot of echo, a lot of room tone, and there's probably gonna be more distractions in there as well. My next tip is to put the microphone close to the source of the audio. In this case, it's my mouth. The closer you are to the source, the clearer your audio is gonna be. If your mic is far away, you're gonna be picking out more of the room and less of what you wanna hear. If you're using a lapel mic like this, it's really easy to get close to the source. You just clip the lapel in a pretty natural place on your shirt, nice and close to your mouth. If you're using a shotgun mic like this, you're gonna have to think a little bit more about how you're gonna get the microphone close to your subject, and you're probably gonna have to make some changes to the audio settings in your camera. So here's how you can change your audio levels inside your camera. You're gonna wanna make sure that you're in video mode here. And on my camera, I just go into menu, and right here on the first screen, I have sound recording. Set that to manual as opposed to auto. And that's gonna give you the option to adjust your recording level right here. And as we can see, we basically have the levels set up how we want them. We're not quite getting into the yellow or red area. We're all nicely within the green, which means that we're nice and safe. We're not gonna get really overblown gainy audio, and we're also gonna not get audio that's too quiet. To show you what that would look like, this would be audio that's a little bit too quiet. And if we max this out, we start seeing getting a little bit into the yellow territory here. And if we get into the red, that's definitely too loud. When you're buying your mic, you're gonna wanna make sure that you pick up a mic that's powered, like my Rode Shotgun Pro here. You can see this little glowing light on the back. This mic has a little 9-volt battery right inside here, and it draws power from there, and that actually keeps it isolated from a lot of interference. If you don't use a powered mic, if you use something like, I think it's called the Rode Shotgun Go, the one with the little red saddle that I used to have, mics like that, they draw power from your camera, and they're susceptible to a lot of interference. When I've been using mics that aren't powered before, I've picked up radio signals, Wi-Fi, all types of crazy stuff, and it's caused like hiss and distortion, a lot of weird things to happen to my audio. Ever since I got a powered mic like this Rode Shotgun Pro, I have never experienced that problem again. Okay, so my next tip is to clean up your audio a little bit in post. And there are 3 things that I usually do to improve my audio in Premiere, and it's really simple. The first would be a basic noise reduction. You can find that over here in the effects panel. We'll do a little bit of denoise. That will remove some of the room tone. Another thing that I like to do sometimes, if there are any clicks in the audio, I like to use the automatic click remover. We'll drag that over here into the timeline. And now that we've removed noise, I find that that tends to make the audio sound a little bit flat. So usually after I do that, I also do a little bit of a bass boost. Let's see if we can find that here. If I could spell bass, there we go. And we'll put that there. And then we can tweak all of those settings over here in the effects controls panel. You can see that we have the denoise here. We can go in and adjust the amount of denoise that we want to use. If you go really extreme, it's going to remove all the noise. Less extreme, it'll only remove a little bit. You can see here how much we're increasing the bass. And if you go in here into automatic click remover, basically just like the automatic noise remover, you'll be able to set the intensity. And my final tip is to record a backup source of audio, because let's face it, sometimes, especially when we're shooting videos, things can go wrong. And you definitely don't want to be in a situation where you've done an entire shoot and there's a problem with your audio and you have to shoot it again. To avoid such a disastrous scenario, I frequently record 2 sources of audio for my videos, especially if they're bigger productions. For example, when I'm doing Paul's videos, I have 2 cameras. One of the cameras is hooked up to lapel mics, which are attached to him and his guest, but I also have my shotgun recording backup audio, just in case something goes wrong with the lapel mics. So if you want better audio in your videos, then try using some of these tips in combination, and pretty soon you'll be recording audio like a pro. Isn't that right, Sonia? And that's today's vlog. If you have any other tips for recording better audio, feel free to leave those down in the comments. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow.